Have you ever felt that quiet, gnawing doubt deep within you? The one that whispers, "You are not enough, not yet, not capable." Who are you when fear steals your confidence and leaves you waiting for permission to shine? Why does it seem that, no matter how hard you try, the life you dream of remains just out of reach? Today, I promise you something bold. The doubt that has haunted you is not your truth. It is a shadow, and shadows dissolve when you align with the divine laws that govern your life. In the next few minutes, you will discover how to release that fear, step into your power, and speak words that shape your reality. You will learn how to stop self-doubt forever, not with wishful thinking, but with sacred, actionable truths that actually stick. The moment is now, the power is within you. And what you are about to hear could change the trajectory of your life forever. You have waited so long. Have you not? You have questioned yourself in the quiet hours of the night, doubted your worth, wondered why the blessings you seek linger just beyond reach. Tell me, why do you settle for hesitation when the universe has already marked your victory? What if I told you that the only reason you feel incomplete, the only reason you wrestle with fear and uncertainty, is because you have not yet spoken the word that will align you with your highest destiny? Hear me now. You are not out of blessings. You are out of alignment. Your word is your wand. Every phrase you utter, every thought you entertain, casts a spell. And yet, how often do we speak the language of limitation, whispering, "I cannot. I am not enough." Perhaps someday. The law of the word is simple, yet profound. What you declare aloud with conviction, what you speak with faith, shapes your reality. To wield it, you must first understand it, believe it, and act as though it is already so. People block this divine law through fear. They hesitate, waiting for proof, thinking the evidence must come before the declaration. But my dear, the world you see is a reflection of the words you have already spoken in the silent chambers of your mind. Doubt is a heavy stone upon your chest, and fear is the lock on the door of your miracles. Until you release them, until you stop speaking in the language of scarcity, your blessings will remain unseen. Shifting into alignment is both art and discipline. Begin by observing your words. Speak with purpose. Speak with joy. Speak as though the very thing you desire is not in the future, but already here. For example, I am worthy of abundance. I am worthy of abundance. Repeat it until your tongue and your heart are in agreement. Do not hedge your declarations with maybe or if only. Your word is sacred. Your word is power. Claim it. Repeat after me slowly, aloud or in your mind. I now claim my highest good. I now claim my highest good. My words create my reality. My words create my reality. I am aligned with divine abundance. I am aligned with divine abundance. I speak only what serves my highest self. I speak only what serves my highest self. Every word I utter draws me closer to my dreams. Every word I utter draws me closer to my dreams. Your life can no longer wait for the world to change. It begins here, in your mouth, in the cadence of your affirmations, in the alignment of your thoughts with the truth that you are inherently powerful. The old self that doubts, that hesitates, that fears, is not your master. It is only a shadow, and shadows dissolve when the light of your declaration shines upon them. Now, let us speak boldly. I am fearless in claiming my destiny. I am fearless in claiming my destiny. I am the architect of my life. I am the architect of my life. You have felt the quiet gnawing of uncertainty, the restless ache of waiting for the world to acknowledge your worth. How many times have you wondered, why do others succeed while I falter? The answer, my beloved, is not in them. It is within you. You are waiting for proof, when proof is waiting for your word. You are waiting for permission, when the universe has been ready to obey you from the beginning. Let me tell you a truth that cannot be ignored. Assuming victory is the fastest path to it. The law of assumption teaches that what you assume to be true, what you feel as already real, becomes the substance of your life. Your imagination is not idle, it is sacred. Every mental image you hold, every feeling you cultivate, projects into reality. You do not wait for circumstances to change, and then feel victorious. You feel victorious first. You assume your highest self, and the world bends to your alignment. So why do we block this law? Because fear disguises itself as humility. Because past disappointments whisper lies into our ears. Because the mind clings to evidence, logic, and delay. When the law requires only faith, we assume scarcity when we should assume abundance. We assume failure when we should assume triumph. We assume rejection when we should assume divine acceptance. The shift is not mystical. It is deliberate. Close your eyes and imagine the life you desire as though it exists now. Feel it in your chest. Taste it in your heart. Say it aloud. I assume my success. I assume my success. Let every fiber of your being vibrate with certainty. Take the first action that aligns with this assumption, however small, and notice how the world responds. Your belief is the invisible blueprint. Your action is the hammer striking it into manifestation. Now, speak with me. I am already the person I aspire to be. I am already the person I aspire to be. My life unfolds according to my highest assumption. My life unfolds according to my highest assumption. I see only the abundance and opportunity around me. I see only the abundance and opportunity around me. I accept my triumph as inevitable. I accept my triumph as inevitable. Feel the weight of that possibility. Your inner assumption is stronger than any circumstance. You are not at the mercy of chance. You are a living declaration of divine law. Align yourself with the truth that you already are what you seek, and watch as the external reality bends effortlessly to meet your inner certainty. Repeat and internalize. I am the embodiment of my highest assumption. I am the embodiment of my highest assumption. My reality is the mirror of my inner conviction. My reality is the mirror of my inner conviction. Step into the awareness that every doubt you release, every word you speak with faith, every assumption you hold with unshakable conviction, is a step closer to the life you were born to live. The power is already within you, as it has always been. The only question remaining is this: will you assume it? Will you allow your word, your assumption, and your faith to become the bridge to your destiny? How often have you felt the weight of resistance pressing against your soul? A quiet but persistent tug that tells you, not yet, not now, not for you. You try to move forward, you take steps, yet some unseen force slows you, blocks you, and whispers doubts into your mind. Can you feel it? That invisible barrier built of old fears, old hurts, and old beliefs. What if I told you that this resistance, this weight, is not permanent, that you can release it completely and step into a flow of effortless alignment with your highest self? Listen carefully. When you stop resisting, everything you have been striving for begins to arrive naturally. The law at work here is the law of non-resistance. Simply stated, what you fight, you feed. What you resist, persists. When you push against circumstances, when you struggle against the current of life, you reinforce the very blockages you wish to remove. Your energy is a magnet, and it draws to you what it matches. Resistance is the vibration of tension and doubt, and it repels the blessings already destined for you. Why do we block this divine law? Because fear convinces us that struggle equals progress. Because the ego insists that we must control, plan, and manipulate every outcome. Because we misunderstand patience for passivity. When, in truth, releasing resistance is not giving up, it is aligning. It is allowing the universe to rearrange the pieces with a precision you cannot yet see. Shifting into alignment requires conscious surrender. Begin by noticing where you resist. Where do you push? Where do you fight? Where do you argue with reality? Then, consciously release. Breathe, say quietly, I let go. I allow life to flow through me effortlessly. Your words are not empty. Your words are your wand. By speaking, release. You release. By feeling allowance, you create space for miracles. Repeat after me slowly. Aloud or within your heart. I release all struggle. I release all struggle. I flow with life's perfect plan. I flow with life's perfect plan. My heart is open to receive without resistance. My heart is open to receive without resistance. I welcome ease, grace, and alignment. I welcome ease, grace, and alignment. Every moment unfolds perfectly for me. Every moment unfolds perfectly for me. How often do you utter words without thought? Repeat affirmations without feeling? Or declare intentions only half-heartedly? You stand at the threshold of your highest potential, yet the energy you project lacks conviction. You long for change, for transformation, for breakthrough, but words unspoken or spoken without authority fail to move the invisible forces that shape your reality. I ask you now, are your words reflecting your truth, or are they whispering doubt into your own heart? What if I told you that the right word, spoken with authority, could shift the entire trajectory of your life? Your word is your wand, and when you wield it with intention, nothing can resist your declaration. The law of affirmation teaches that speaking aligned words is not mere repetition, it is action. Each word you utter with faith impresses upon the universal mind, setting in motion circumstances that reflect your declaration. This is not wishful thinking. It is the mechanics of creation itself. When you affirm your vision with clarity, feeling, and authority, you draw it into manifestation. People block this law through hesitation, fear of overstepping, or lack of trust. They utter words they do not fully believe, or they remain silent when speech is required. They forget that the spoken word carries energy, that it sets the tone for both internal and external reality. Without deliberate, aligned speech, the world cannot respond to your intention. Shifting into alignment is deliberate. Speak slowly, deliberately, with feeling, as though the words are already your lived reality. Let the words settle into your being. Let them echo within until they are indistinguishable from truth. Let them become action, movement. Life, for example. Say aloud, I am the embodiment of divine abundance. I am the embodiment of divine abundance. Notice the change in your chest, your posture, your breathing. The law responds when the heart and tongue speak in concert. Repeat after me. I now affirm my highest potential. I now affirm my highest potential. My words create my reality. My words create my reality. I am fully aligned with my divine purpose. I am fully aligned with my divine purpose. Every affirmation I speak manifests effortlessly. Every affirmation I speak manifests effortlessly. I live in the truth of my spoken word. I live in the truth of my spoken word. Feel the weight of that possibility. The moment you speak with intention, you no longer wait for life to happen. You create it. Your voice, your declaration, your unwavering affirmation is the invisible hammer that shapes your world. Every doubt released, every resistance surrendered, every aligned word spoken is a step into power, into manifestation, into freedom. The blessings you seek are not distant. They are ready, waiting for your word, for your trust, for your assumption. Repeat, and let this settle in your bones. I release all resistance. I release all resistance. My words are my wand. My life is my creation. My words are my wand. My life is my creation. Step into the awareness that life does not happen to you. Life happens through you. The more you align, affirm, and release, the more effortlessly the universe delivers. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are the master of your words, the architect of your assumptions, and the beacon of your own divine law. Will you speak with clarity? Will you release resistance? Will you claim your power through deliberate, faithful affirmation? The answer determines not just today, but the trajectory of every tomorrow. How many times have you faced a door that seemed permanently closed? A no that echoed in your heart louder than any hope. You have felt the sting of disappointment, the ache of waiting, the quiet gnawing fear that perhaps the world is not on your side. Tell me, how long will you allow these setbacks to define your story? What if I told you that every no, every obstacle, every shadow you encounter is not the end but the beginning of your power? You are not being rejected. You are being refined. You are not being denied. You are being prepared. And when you learn to transform pain into power, you unlock the deepest reservoirs of your divine strength. The principle at work here is simple, yet profound. Transform pain into power. Every difficulty, every struggle, every heartbreak carries within it the seed of your next triumph. The universe does not bring obstacles to punish you. It presents them as mirrors, reflecting where your focus, your faith, and your alignment are needed most. To ignore this law is to remain small, to shrink in the face of challenge, to allow pain to dictate your life rather than illuminate your path. Why do people block this divine law? Because fear convinces us that pain is permanent, that struggle is a signal of failure, that suffering defines worth. Because the mind cannot immediately see the hidden lesson, the opportunity for growth, the divine pivot behind the trial. Because we resist rather than receive, fight rather than flow, judge rather than understand. And yet, the law is patient. The law is unwavering. The law says, where there is pain, there is power waiting to be claimed. Shifting into alignment is both conscious and courageous. Begin by observing your pain, not as an enemy, but as a guide. Ask yourself, what is this showing me? How can this moment refine me? Then, choose to reframe. Convert fear into faith. Convert doubt into declaration. Convert heartbreak into the fuel of creation. Every time you do this, you harness the very energy that once trapped you and convert it into momentum that propels you forward. Let us anchor this with affirmations. Speak slowly, with feeling, allowing the vibration to resonate deep within. I transform every challenge into strength. I transform every challenge into strength. My struggles refine me into my highest self. My struggles refine me into my highest self. Pain is my teacher. Power is my reward. Pain is my teacher. Power is my reward. Every setback is a setup for my greatness. Every setback is a setup for my greatness. I rise above fear and claim my divine power. I rise above fear and claim my divine power. Look closely at your life. Are you still waiting for someone, something, some moment to give you permission to be powerful? That waiting, that hesitation, is the only thing standing between you and the life that has been waiting for you all along. You have doubted. You have feared, you have whispered, maybe, instead of declaring. And yet here you are, still breathing, still capable, still divine. This is your wake-up call. The shadows of self-doubt have no power unless you give it to them. Every second you cling to fear. Every moment you repeat the words of limitation. You are speaking the life you do not want into existence. And yet, the very same moments can become the altar of your transformation. Speak, declare, assume. Release, align. The laws that govern the universe do not negotiate. They respond. Your word is your wand. Your assumption is your compass. Your faith is the engine that moves the unseen. Do not leave this moment behind. Do not whisper to yourself, "I will try tomorrow." Tomorrow is already speaking, waiting for your command today. You are the miracle you have been waiting for. The answer to your own prayers, the voice that can move mountains and dissolve doubt. Now, stand, speak your truth, step into your power. And when you do, do not whisper it to the world. Shout it in your soul, declare it in your life, and never ever let self-doubt find a place in your story again.